her since about the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Decent gain on The scramble is 6, but now it's 4th. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time to Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun. Go. Back 25. Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Taylor from his end zone on 3rd and long. Going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Gun! Gun! 21! Hey, let's go!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Tuesday!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. To throw is Ryan. And that is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. Good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And Thomas has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Taylor on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Toss play, Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw on 3rd down, Taylor. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. You got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Hey, let's go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
12. Ready. At 25. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. 20.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Jones breaking from the contact. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now the pitch to Freeman. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
21. 11.
Here we go now with Smith. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. Gets around it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Takk McKinley able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go. Gun, gun, gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And now he spins free. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, the 20. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Hey, let's
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
20.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
This is Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys that can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with the lead, stay in bounds.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action now. Taylor. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, this is Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action with Taylor. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Taylor trying to lay one up deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Under. Slow.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Slow.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
21.
On second down, here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here now come the Falcons. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Get up! Alert, flare. 21!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. but correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.